What's up, everyone? I didn't really want to make a video on this, mainly because I hate my voice, and I'm not feeling too well, so it sound terrible. But I thought I'd at least talk about this because nobody else is talking about this. Everyone's saying Bitcoin is a bubble. It's gonna pop. It probably is popping. It's January 16th, as you know. A couple of days, it's been going just plummeting, right? But I want to talk about the possibility of it actually being a bubble um, and what that means. I personally think that it'd be a good thing if this is a bubble, and I'll get into that a little bit. And then the most important part I want to talk about is what to do after the bubble has settled, how to invest in these coins after all this has happened. So, just real quick, I want to bring up this chart that I'm sure you've seen in the past couple of days. This is basically the dot com bubble, and this is just one example of dozens throughout history of times that technology has increased so dramatically that bubbles have occurred. I believe, now I could be wrong, I'm probably wrong because I'm wrong about a lot of things, but if this is a bubble, this is what it's going to look like. You can see the same thing in 1929 with the bubble from all the technology of cars, planes, railroads in the 1840s. The same thing happened to them. It's the same thing, and I know you can't use past predictions to predict the future. I know I'm not doing that. I'm just saying if it is this, this is what we can expect. So right now, we all know that Bitcoin is about right here if we are a bubble. Probably a little lower, right about there. So what we can expect with Bitcoin, here it is as of today, January 16th. This is going to keep going lower and lower till it reaches about 5,000. That's just what I've seen from other predictions, worst case scenario kind of things. But that's looking at charts isn't the reason I think it's a bubble. And I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about how bubbles work and why they happened, but I do want to share with you guys what I've been reading lately. I strongly encourage you guys all to read this section of the Wikipedia page of the dot com bubble, and I just see some striking similarities on what's going on right now. So basically, a lot of people back then they invested in things that didn't have any revenue yet. There was a lot of new companies that were coming out of nowhere, and they were promising things, and people would invest in them blindly. They would let go of their better judgment to get in this thing because they can see that everything's rising, and many companies failed that way. So what happened was it was kind of a mix of this speculation in stocks, overlook of better judgment, um, investing in companies that aren't even barely babies yet, thinking they're going to make it big, thinking like everything's going to make it big because the economy was doing so well at the moment. I mean, the economy is doing so well right now. That's another thing that's strikingly close to what's going on. And then it's combined with the fact that all these personal investors are coming out of nowhere to try to get in on this thing. They have no idea what they're doing, and all of a sudden they go from being a manager at McDonald's to a day trader, in one weekend. They have no idea what they're doing. So when anything negative gets said about the market, they panic. They have weak hands and they sell off anything they had, which we can see very well happening today. But if this is a case, then we will continue to see Bitcoin fall, at least to about $5,000 again. But what to do after, right? So this is what you need to look for. You need to look for the Microsoft, the Intel, the Oracle, the you name it, whatever survived after the dot-com crash. That's what you're looking for now. You're looking for coins that are going to survive in their industry. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is if you see a coin, if you have a coin that has no value at all, really serves no purpose, then get rid of it because it's not going to rise like it did. Again, the bubble is the only reason that had any value whatsoever. So get rid of those coins, please, and buy into something that has value. There's a lot of good ones out there. I'm not going to name any because I don't want to make any decisions for you, which, this whole video, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you a heads up, I guess, to what to do afterwards. but you should look for coins that you believe in and that you would like to see make a change in the world. Another reason you want this to be bubble is because bubbles only happen with technology that is going to change the world, right? Transportation, the internet, you name it, all those stuff have permanently changed the world, and that's what I think blockchain technology is doing right now. But it's tricky because, only 40% of these coins are going to make it if this is a bubble. Again, if this is a bubble. I guess my last piece of advice would be to always diversify your portfolio. Make sure that you have a coin in different industries. The point is, only one coin, maybe one or two coins, is going to come out to survive this in each industry. So you want to pick a coin and then kind of diversify, making sure that if one of those fails, maybe another one is going to make it. And then you always want to go for one of the big dogs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, any of that stuff. The coins, those are going to survive. So you want to diversify and you want to minimize your risks. Doing this is going to secure your financial stability in the long run, because this thing, blockchain technology, is taking off. They can try to shut it down, but it's not going to be shut down. It's gotten to the point where it's too good to ignore now. They could try to regulate it, and that'll keep the market on its toes, but overall, this thing's going nowhere. Bitcoin's going nowhere. And I just wanted to give you kind of a confidence going into this dip. This is a fantastic time to buy. I'm going to wait about a week or maybe even longer just to make sure that kind of plateaus a little bit, maybe starts to go up a little. And then I'm going to put my money in one of the big coins. I'm going to put my money into every single industry that has value. And then I'm just going to divide it from there. And if you do that, I promise you, you will minimize your risk and you will end up with a profit, a very good profit because of this dip. That's basically all I had to tell you guys today because, nobody's really talking about this. Nobody's really talking about what happens if this is a bubble. So I hope this helped you out. And if you have any questions, of course, this is all personal stuff. I don't have answers. I could give you my personal opinion on things. If you want to have it, comment below, hit like, subscribe. I don't know. It's a new channel, so I might be doing more of these. But yeah, that's it for today. Good luck, and hopefully I have some better news when the next video comes out.